Hey guys, welcome to Talking About Stuff. We're going to be talking and talking about all kinds of stuff. I'm your host, Robert, and my co-host as usual, Ralph and Lizette.
Hey, what's up? Your favorite co-host.
Thanks for joining us again. We're going to go ahead and do a quick shout out to our video sponsor for today, Daily High Club.
Hey.
If you guys haven't checked them out before, or if you never heard about them, make sure you check out the descriptions because I'm going to leave the link on there. They're going to have all of your Toke needs, so make sure you guys check them out. Now, let's go ahead and hop right into this Toke time. Let me go ahead and spark this up. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about some of our camping adventures. Spark this up. Cheer, you guys. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
In here we have a little bit of pancakes made by cookies. So should be pretty good. All right, guys. So camping adventures. So check this out. One of our favorite things to do as like family or with friends is go camping.
I like to be outdoors in general, hiking, swimming, all that shit.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and throw it back one time for you guys. Our most recent camping trip was actually last summer. We went on a family camping trip with, what would you say, like 20 heads?
About, yeah. It might have been more, 20 to 30 people.
Good handful of people.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. And it was probably one of like our biggest times ever camping in like a big group like that. Like I said, it was a family trip, so we went with like our moms and our, siblings and stuff like that. And we've talked about our mom on the show before, and my mom always cooks fat. So we went on a 3-day camping trip, and she ended up bringing like 2 weeks worth of food.
I bought maybe $400 worth of food for 3 days.
Yeah, and it wasn't really camping, it was a little more like glamping.
Oh yeah, I knew we had the electrical
We had
outlets
electrical
and the
and
showers
and shit. It was at the lake, but it was super freaking nice.
Definitely nice. Obviously, we took some weed up there, and I have to tell this story because this shit makes me laugh every time. So we had this like portable like campfire, I guess you could say. It was like a tin, and it was made with like recycled newspaper, some wick, and I think it was like wax, some kind of wax, eco-friendly, stuff like that. Anyway, so you light it up and made a good fire. We had this cool little like circle going on in this little session.
But mind you, we're literally just in the trees right next to where everybody drives by. Everybody's going to the camp spot. They have to drive by this little parking lot.
So with that being said, we're sitting there having a session. We get the flame going. We start toking real loud. You know what I mean? And we're in this I guess like campground, and we got lucky enough to where we didn't have any like neighbors. It was just this big open space with no one around, and we thought we were completely fine. So we
had a whole cabana to ourselves, a whole like foresty area to ourselves, and a whole beach section to ourselves. So we're sitting over by the trees, and this little golf cart comes riding up.
Middle of the night.
It's the owners of the campground.
Yeah, maybe like 8 o'clock, right? Middle of the night, like we're just sessioning. And like she said, this fucking car starts to drive up. Lizette has the joint in her hand as this golf cart is pulling up. Without question, Lizette throws the joint into the fire and just runs.
Take off.
Just gone. She's fucking gone. And everyone else, I don't know what she was like what was the process in her mind, but everyone else watched her do it. Everyone else saw, looked at the golf cart. Oh my God, someone's coming. Lizette was the first one, no question. Throws it, runs, right? The rest of us are sitting there as she's running and realize she's the only one who ran. So with this being said, she ran, and you gotta think from a person who's driving up, even if it was like a cop or someone who could have got us a job, but you gotta think, am I gonna chase the people who didn't run, or am I gonna chase the one person who did? So she ran by herself, and she's gone maybe like 10. We're sitting there, right, having our session. Lizette runs, this golf cart passes by, we sit there, nothing happens. Lizette's gone for 10 minutes, finally decides to come back, and she's like, where are they going?
They literally drove back after I like went to sit back down, and they just waved, kept driving.
Yeah, like if it wasn't shit. We're like, Lizette, why did you throw the joint into the fire? She's like, I thought we were gonna get caught. Okay. And yeah, that's what happened.
It was almost out anyways, whatever.
No, it was like half a joint. She just threw that shit in the fire.
And I wasn't gone for 10 minutes. It was only maybe a couple seconds, I feel.
Oh, and by the way, you didn't make it in the fire. She threw it into the fire, only like part of it made it really close into the fire. I was able to save it before it got burned. So, little side note.
Camping was fun though. It was a nice little like area. It was a paid for area, obviously. But the mornings were really nice. The sunsets were really nice.
Watching it like come over the water like that, sunrise, sunset, whatever. It looked really cool. We were in Bear Lake.
And honestly, the whole weekend was just vibes. One of our friends with us, we had him on the podcast. His name's Alejandro. If you guys haven't checked out the podcast, make sure you check it out. I have it in the description, so check that out. But Alejandro, our friend, was with us on this camping trip, and it was the first time he was with us and our family. And I love how we just vibe the whole
just
weekend.
Connected.
Everybody just had a good ass time. Like, we were there, we were full, we were fucking eating the whole time, smoking the whole time. We were in the water playing. It was just nothing but vibes. Like, when I think about camping and vibes, that's like the memory that comes to mind. So I definitely fuck with the heavy.
I do have another camping story where I went up in the mountains with Ralph actually, and we were with our friends, and I didn't bring a sleeping bag, not thinking anything of it. It's not too cold out, we'll be alright. I think your friend Carlos was the only one who brought a sleeping bag with him, and we're sitting there and we're hiking up this mountain. We're just on this hiking trail, and we eventually like break off into where we see some little campfires and stuff. And we're in this area and it's dark and we can't see anything. We didn't bring a whole lot with us, like barely any food really. We were just out there for the night. It was just literally just for the night. We wanted to just get out. And we smoked up there and we're just big chilling. It's time to go to sleep and I'm freezing. I'm in sweats, hoodies, I'm wrapped in 2 blankets. I'm still cold, and it starts to rain on us. Made it even colder. My tent, you could feel, was all wet. But we asked them in the morning how they slept, and Carlos was like, oh, I slept like babies. Like, I slept in my boxers because I was in a sleeping bag and I was hot. So I'm like, damn. Like, now I know. I never ever slept without a sleeping bag after that time. It's way too cold.
Hands down, worst mistake.
Worst mistake of my life camping. We'll go back to the camping trip I was talking about. My air mattress had a hole in it, and we ended up like just taking out all the air. Like, there was no point of having any air in this like half-ass fucking air mattress we had. Anyway, I ended up sleeping on the floor. Worst fucking mistake of my life. Do not sleep on the floor.
It hurts.
Camping.
You get sore.
It sucks. Yeah. Big
Some
time.
people don't mind it, but honestly, like that glamping shit with the
enjoy it.
air mattress and stuff, like that's how I camp every single time. You gotta be somewhat comfortable sleeping on the ground. Like,
I was pretty comfortable when we went camping.
I was pretty comfortable too. After I had my air mattress and the sleeping bag and everything was set and situated, I was good.
Yeah,
I'll do it for a whole week next time.
Yeah. Other than the restroom situation, everything was kind of like late party / camp sleepover. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
something
basically
like
what
that.
it is.
Huge
It was
sleepover outdoors.
Yep. With all your friends and family.
It was
And
really cool.
yeah.
My mom was
Badass.
bougie. She had the works.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
what?
her tent is huge.
Yeah, so check this out, right? Everyone, when you think of camping, you think, oh, okay, 1, 2 sleeps, you know what I mean? Maybe even 4 if it's a little bit bigger, right? But for the most part, your, tent isn't all that big. My mom decided to go way bougie, right? And she ended up going to like Costco, I think it was. And she got this giant ass tent. And when I mean giant, I mean you can fit like 3 full mattresses in this fucking tent. It had a light. It had a little heater inside of it. She went all out. Yeah, there's like a little porch you can
There's
set
literally
up.
an electrical outlet she could use, like put
Yeah,
a phone in or something.
like
I was
hella
damn.
bougie. Honestly, I'm gonna steal that idea because it was tight.
I was able to stand up comfortably in there.
Yeah.
And it was nice.
We just thought it was funny because everyone else just had like your basic ass tent, and my mom comes in with this
I
like,
feel like she had the heater in there too.
yeah, she had this whole hotel going on, just chilling by herself.
She was definitely.
And her air mattress, Kate, it's not one of them little 6-inch ones that just sit off the floor. Her shit was like way up here, comfortable. You could sit down comfortably on it and not fall to the ground. Like, this shit is nice. So,
You know
I mean,
what?
I don't know, I like
feel
camping
like
like that.
I feel like that's how it is though when she camps, because I remember when we were younger, we went on one time to the park. It was like an overnight thing too.
Yeah, I know what
Oh,
you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
We went
yeah.
with Tony and Monica, and then we were fishing and
It was the
shit.
same
Yeah.
thing, and she had like air mattresses and shit. I remember.
I remember like 3 of us had to sleep on one like twin mattress. We were younger at the time, so we all fit somehow. But yeah, this shit sucked. We were just cramped and stuff.
So yeah, we definitely enjoy camping. We hope you guys do too. And if you do, let us know in the comments. Let us know what's some of your guys' favorite.
Hey, let me know
places.
some camping hacks
Yeah.
too, because anything to make it easier than hauling all kinds of stuff, like back and forth, is
It's a lifesaver, honestly.
yeah, for
'cause
sure.
That first time we went camping out in the mountains where we didn't bring a sleeping bag, that shit was hard because it was like bags of just fucking
Blankets
blankets.
and pillows, and
Like,
it was
yeah.
it was a mess.
It was a mess.
We know
Carrying all
better
that.
now, but still, like, taking off all kinds of food. Like, you know what I want to get is like a wagon or something, and just pile everything in there, and then only go on like 1 or 2 trips instead of going back and forth a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Daily High Club. If you guys want
Shout
to
out to you.
Yep. Cheers.
Check the link below. This box pretty lit. Like it hits.
I think, what is it called? The Destroyer?
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's badass. Daily High Club. We also have another one of their little bongs here. We got a subscription box.
Yeah, this is January subscription box. Daily High Club. Check it out. They don't have the January's box out right now. They have a February box, and it comes with like a dab rig. So yeah, check it out. Check it out in the descriptions.
There's a lot of good stuff in those boxes, so if you guys get those subscriptions, like, you won't be disappointed.
You'll
It's
be
nice.
set for a minute. Like you'll have a bong, maybe probably some papers. You know, whatever might come.
Yeah,
up, right?
it comes with all kinds of stuff. Just check them out. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. For sure.
I'm gonna tell them about that time that I went camping up in the mountains. It was a free area, and because it was free, it was weird because people brought their like horses and they went horseback riding up there, and there was horse shit everywhere. We were by this little creek, and there wasn't maybe a whole, I mean, it was just open area. It was literally on dirt and a little bit of grass, and then the creek. That was all that was there. And we had got there and we're camping or whatever, and these people from across from us, they're like staring at us, and every like so often I'm looking and they're still looking at us. So eventually they walk over to us and they're like, "Hey, are you guys 420 friendly?" We're like, "Yeah, we are. What do you mean?" And they're like, "Hey, us too." And I already asked everyone around us. Everyone else is too. So if you guys want me to set up a tent and we'll have a session. I was like, "Okay, bet." We're sitting around this campfire they had going, and it was pretty big. And we start drinking some beer or whatever, and we have a session. And they're like older people, maybe in their 50s or 60s, and they're just chilling. I'm like, I'll vibe with you guys.
There's a whole ass vibe that they had going on in their
Yeah.
own like little campfire.
Yeah, it was pretty tight. And the dogs were getting along, everyone's just running around, and that was cool. And yeah, I think we only stayed there for like 2 nights, maybe a Saturday and a Sunday, and then went back. But it was pretty chill. I just thought it was funny because the first thing he wanted to ask was if we're 420 friendly and if we wanted a session. Like, that's so tight. That's how you know the stoner community is badass.
Yeah, the stoner community is pretty freaking cool, honestly. Like, everybody just kind of gets along. Like, it's like, oh, you guys got some trees, we got some trees. You guys just want to put it together and just fucking match, right? You know what I mean? It's a whole thing. Stoners together to fucking make the world go round.
Yeah. We're gonna have something big planned for you guys for 420. So definitely stay tuned for that because I'm thinking of something, I don't know, something different, something we've never tried. So stay tuned for that because we are gonna do it big. And we also have a lot of other things in the works, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of exciting stuff's gonna happen, so
Soon, definitely.
stay tuned for
But
sure.
yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the video there. If you guys did like that video, go ahead and hit that like button. Smash that shit. Let us know in the comments what you guys want to see. We appreciate all of the support. We love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. And until next time.
Stay tuned.